Well, a very, very good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends. The final day of the Acropolis Rally. And, well, thank goodness for this, it's a proper day. Just under 100 kilometres, 4 stages. This first one of the morning as well, a brand spanking new stage. We don't see that too often in the Acropolis Rally, so it'll be interesting to see how our crews cope with that. The second stage in the loop, stage that will become the power stage, is the infamous Tarzan stage. I could do my Tarzan call. Do you want me to do my Tarzan call? No, it's too early for that. It might upset Sammy Pie. Yeah, Sammy didn't want it either. Did you ever watch Tarzan movies when you were younger? Probably not.
I know the thing, but don't remember much about it.
I can do a Tarzan call, but I won't. Sammy, it's good to see you back today. Obviously, big disappointments.
Climb into that tree.
Why?
Like Tarzan.
Like Tarzan?
Yeah.
No, because I'm scared of heights. If I was standing on top of your car, I'd be nervous. That's about as high as I can go.
But I guess Tarzan was like a brave.
Yeah.
And like
He fought lions, so he must have been brave.
yeah, just like you.
Just like me. No, I stroke little cats. That's it. I wouldn't fight a lion. Sammy, good to see you back. Obviously, yesterday was disappointing. Everything all good with the car this morning, I guess, if they've let you leave service?
I guess. Yeah, on the road section it was driving perfect at least. So no doubts.
That's good. That's good. And listen, we were just wondering what you did yesterday. Did you spend a bit of extra time doing videos? Did you spend some time by the pool? Did you have an ice cream or two? What did you do with that extra time yesterday that you weren't expecting to have?
Well, I went to eat a couple of times by the beach. Then I was just chilling at my hotel room. It was air conditioning and taking some naps and like basically doing nothing. But okay, a bit following the rally as well and checking the videos, but nothing so crazy.
That must be really strange for you, though, because, listen, we were yesterday afternoon, we were in the service park, which, as you know, we never do. We're always out and about on the road sections. But yesterday we were in the service park. And even that felt very strange for me, not to be out and about around the stages. For you to know there's a rally going on and to be sitting in the hotel must have been a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, of course. It's exactly like this when you watch the live rally live. So then you think, okay, I basically should be there on the stage right now, and I'm just basically taking a nap. So it's a bit sketchy feeling.
And particularly considering how well you were going on Friday. You know, you were showing some really good pace, and you were driving very much within yourself. So that must have been really frustrating, particularly considering the type of issue that you had. It was nothing to do with you. It was really nothing to do with the team either. Must have been really quite frustrating.
Yeah, of course, it's always like this. But I guess in these situations, shouting don't really help, or there is not much we can do. And so we are, let's say, happy to continue today. But there was just we were so short with the spare parts, so couldn't fix it fully for yesterday. So.
How old are you again? Remind me.
How old?
Yeah, how old? How many years?
23.
23. It took me until I was 46 to work out that shouting doesn't get you anywhere. You're doing well.
Really?
It took me a long time. I'm a slow learner. Sammy, great to see you back. The best of luck. Difficult being first on the road, but I suppose it's just about the kilometres, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Good luck, good luck. Interesting what Sammy said there about the parts. You know, they are running 5 cars, Toyota, and you know, part supply can become an issue when you're running 5 cars. Let's have a very quick word with Marco, the man that's working hard on various things. It never stops. Life as a co-driver never stops. So Sammy spent some time yesterday, as you would understand, relaxing a little bit, eating a little bit, taking in the views. I'm guessing you were maybe a little busier doing a little bit of prep?
Yeah, but just a little bit. Also, because we did all preparation only before rally, so we just checked the videos and something small and followed rally. So
good. So you feel refreshed and ready to go for the final day?
Yeah, of course.
That's what it's about. Marco, best of luck. Good luck, Sami Pari, our favourite Sami in all of Finland, in all of the world, You're not the favourite Marco.
I was in Sardinia.
I know you were.
Not anymore.
I'm trying to think.
You had something to do with some Marco between.
Well, no, I had something to do with a Sami when I was at university.
Some story to tell us.
Well, for a long time,
You know more Marcos than me.
I do know a few. I'm trying to think. I don't really know that many Marcos. There's big Marco at NEP. Marco, what's his name? Marco, another Finnish Marco. Yes, Marco Viitanen. There used to be a big guy called Marco who worked for the timing, the stage end timing people. He was a lovely guy. So yeah, you quite possibly actually are my favourite Marco. You are our favourite Yoni. I don't know many others, I have to say, but you are our favourite. Okay. Are we rolling? Oh, Yoni Holton. Big disappointments yesterday. We saw the pictures of you guys stuck in the stages wearing the face masks. It will turn around, won't it? You know it'll turn around very shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah, at least after this rally, hopefully.
I guess it must be quite frustrating because you know how talented he is. You see it more than anyone sees it. What can you do? What can you do to help in the situation? I suppose just do your job.
I just try to keep the mood, the spirit up. That's the only thing. But let's say sometimes when you're deep in this thing, the name what I cannot say, it's just you just have to have some humor and survive.
There is no one better at keeping spirits up than you. You are known as the Mr. Happy of the service park. Well, you might be, but I've just named you that. But
I can even show you a video, but we cannot show this to the TV. But I can show you. I can show you this.
You made this at the side of the stage. That is very funny. That has to go somewhere.
Yeah, let's.
Is that you or is that Callie? That's you.
It's me.
You nutter. You. Obviously, they were stuck at the side of the stage for some time yesterday. There are certain noises around the stage, and Yoni was using those noises to recreate a situation. Not rude, but fun, which is what it's about. Well done, Yoni. Good luck today. Here we go. Aaron Johnson. Looking good. Yeah, talking about drifting. Aaron Johnson might be an Irish drifter. Oh, talking about drifting. I can imagine Aaron having a big Nissan or something. No, maybe not a Nissan. Nissan, Toyota, same company? I don't think they are they? I don't know. Maybe a big Toyota GTR, Nissan GTR. What is the Toyota drift car? Supra. Supra, yes, it's the Supra, isn't it? Maybe Aaron Johnson's. Aaron, are you a man that's tried drifting?
No, any time that I've been drifting, it's been a mistake.
That's the line of the morning for me. But you've got an interest in it. The Irish seem to enjoy it, don't they? The Northern Irish and the Southern Irish.
Yeah, we were just talking about it there because there's a championship race now this weekend in Mondello, so that's why it's in our heads.
If you had to have a drifting car, what would it be?
We have to keep on brand, Colin, and go Supra.
Supra, the beast of a Supra. Callie Robin-Perre's got a few of those. Better luck today, boys, out there. We'll have a word with our favourite Japanese Taka-san shortly, but we'll quickly have a word with Callie Robin-Perre. Bit disappointing yesterday for you, wasn't it, Callie? But back out today, and more time to learn how to get the best out of these tyres.
Yes.
What do you do today, look? It's going to be tricky. Second on the road is going to be a little bit tricky out there today. What can you actually do to play around a little bit today?
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Probably second on the road. We don't have much chance for the day points. To be realistic, it's cleaning so much. At least this one in the recce looked really dry and loose. So yeah, we are gonna do what we can until the power stage, and there we try to do something.
And we saw what you did in the power stage just a few weeks ago. Callie, best of luck there today. Obviously, so important, these Sunday points for Robin-Perre. It will be enormously difficult, as we know. Used tyres. Yeah, this is the thing. Keeping the softs perhaps for the last loop. Well, that'll be interesting. It'll be fairly well scrubbed, obviously. Probably very abrasive on the second pass, but who knows? And we know that the soft allocations are a little light. This kind of gravel rash. Look at this. The gravel rash. We saw that heavy duty, what looked like kitchen foil, up on the outside of the wheel arch on the Hyundais. It is horrible stuff, the gravel. You know, if this was your road car and you came back in after an afternoon's drive and it looked like that, you'd be crying. You'd be crying, wouldn't you? You'd be crying at the repair bill, knowing that if it went into the body shop, it was going to cost you a fortune. Taka-san. Morning. There's lots there. I'm going to leave you to that. There is so much there. Who writes that? Does Aaron write that for you?
Myself.
You write that yourself? at night, in the morning, after the recce?
Yeah, but I'm using the pencil more than when I was student in school. So
Oops, that was close. The rock in the road, there's a rock in the road. He's using the pencil more than he was at school. Yeah, you got to use the pencil, you got to use the other. Martin Sesks. Some encouraging times yesterday afternoon. How are you feeling this morning, Martin Sesks? So yesterday afternoon's times were quite encouraging. We were just discussing them this morning on the second pass. Some decent times. Happy with the progress yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. The good thing is that once I go through the stage, I'm understanding where I'm losing and so on. But it's just the theory is you still have to drive it. But I think the good thing is that I kind of understand where we're losing, where we need to improve.
That's a difficult situation, isn't it? Because you're not as yet with this car driving naturally. You don't really want to have to be thinking about those things. Because the minute you're not thinking about them, the times are coming. But you're having to still think and analyze almost as you're making your way through the stages.
Yeah. Basically, you're driving and analyzing. But that's I think what it takes for the first full rallies like this. And it's still a long way to go.
Learning curve, isn't it? Obviously disappointing about Gregoire today. Any concerns about your car?
Hopefully not. We changed our tank 2 days ago when we retired from stage 7. So it's been a bit interesting with that one.
It has. It really has. This morning stage is brand new to everyone. What's it like? Is it much different? We don't often come to Greece and get brand spanking new stages. Is it different? Does it look different? Does it feel different from the other stages?
It looks different. It's like really, really in the forest, and it's like it's not the longest stage of the rally, but this one definitely in the recce felt like by far the longest stage.
Lots of corners, lots of tight, twisty stuff.
Yeah, and basically like in the middle, everything looks very similar, so you cannot really understand where you are, or how far are you into the stage.
How good? Oh, there it's gone. It's only a little bug. He starts screaming with the tiniest little bugs. Those big grasshoppers, he runs. It's ridiculous. No, but yeah, he's got no problem. Did you see him flinching? It's just you, Elliot.
Probably.
I had a point there I was going to make, and I've now completely forgotten it. Completely forgotten. New stage. I was going to ask you something about that new stage. I know what I was going to ask you about. So Gus Greensmith is well known for being able to almost memorise every corner of every stage. What's your memory like? Can you? If I said to you, talk me through the stage, do you think you could almost visualise the stage all the way through?
Well, not all of them, but basically the thing is like, for me, once I've driven them through, like in a rally car, then I can memorize them. Yeah, that's the thing. For me, it's not easy to memorize it from the recce or from the videos. But once I've been there in real life and in the stage, then I remember. Yeah,
makes a big difference. That's why we see such a big difference on the second pass, I guess. Best of luck out there today, boys. Enjoy the final day here. It's a long one. It's a proper day. It's much nicer than these silly little 40-kilometre Sundays, isn't it? We don't like 40. Do we like 40-kilometre, 50-kilometre Sundays, or do we prefer a day like today with 100 kilometres?
Well, I think depends. Today probably the weather is gonna be quite okay and everything is quite okay, so it's not that bad. But I think it depends the rally. Like if you had day with 140, 150 kilometers, then it's nice to have 50-kilometer Sunday. But like the previous days, they were like all these 3 days are quite similar, so it's not that bad.
I prefer it. 120, 120 and 100. But you're quite right.
You're not driving.
I do. I drive our wonderful little Suzuki Vitara.
Yeah, but on the road section, so you drive more actually.
But I have to really concentrate because I am not as naturally gifted a driver as you are.
We are hard working as well.
Good luck today. Good luck out there today, Renoir, my friend. Renoir, that's not how you say it. That's not how you say it. Renoir was a painter. I think I'll get it right. Morning, Owen. There's a noisy car there. How are you doing this morning, Owen?
Flying. And you?
I always forget how tall you are. 6'3"?
Yeah, a bit with it.
Wow, but plenty of room in there for you.
Loads of it.
Do you get cramps in your legs from your legs being kind of, tucked up the whole time?
Not too bad, no, to be honest. I thought I would, but no.
How's the heat been in the co-driver's seat? I remember a couple of years ago, Paul Nagel, really struggling with them. I remember his blooming soles of his shoes were almost melting. It was so hot. That's not an issue now, or is it still a small issue?
It's still quite hot, but I think it's got a lot of improvement since then. But yeah, still quite hot down in that area.
Just doesn't really look very comfortable, you know. I in our wonderful air-conditioned Suzuki Vitara Jeep, that gets uncomfortable. I can't imagine all the Ks in something like this.
It's not too bad. It's a lot more comfortable than it looks.
And you get to choose the music. That makes it much more comfortable on the road section.
Over here and out of reach. So.
What have you got? Not a little bit of Out of Reach by old what's her name?
No.
What were you listening to this morning?
Random upbeat summer music. Yeah.
Bit of 80s cheese.
The odd bit, the very odd bit.
We had a little bit of On Top of the World this morning. I was singing on the Carpenters.
That's good. High altitude.
Wake you up on a Sunday morning, isn't it? Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. It's our Mr. Look at that. How do they get in there? Well done.
Somebody else who want a passenger ride?
A free passenger ride. People would pay a lot of money for that. A lot of money for that passenger ride.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they? Look at that. Look. I love these things. Let's have a look. I think he's a little traumatized. I think he's a little bit traumatized. Off you go. Well done. Now, we had a debate about locusts or grasshoppers. We think they are grasshoppers. We think they're grasshoppers. And the grasshopper quote... His dog. Your dog could just about fit in there, Martin, couldn't it?
Yeah, not sure.
It's a very sweet dog, and it's a tiny dog, but it would be a little uncomfortable.
Not allow me to do it.
You'd be dead. You'd be killed. It's the worst thing in the world. Never get between a wife or a girlfriend and her dog. Worst thing possible. Worst thing possible. Yeah, there's lots of those grasshoppers, locusts around this year. I don't think I remember seeing quite as many here, but different season. Yes, you're right. We're normally here in September. Elliot, for a man who is so young, comes up with some wonderful words of wisdom occasionally. Yeah, look, they're harmless in terms of when they're flying around, and I understand they are far from harmless if you're a farmer and you get these massive plagues of locusts. They can destroy your crops and cost you fortunes. Obviously making sure that's gone back on. Now, let's, Thierry Neuville, we compared yesterday's performance, this weekend's performance, very much to last year, and the way that in really difficult situations you fought like a tiger to get yourself back into a position where you could score points. The difference this year is you're behind your two rivals still, so,
Yeah.
But still a huge effort, and what can happen out there today? I guess you've not given up on that podium yet.
I don't give up, no.
No.
But, it needs a lot of circumstances.
But the Tarzan stage in particular is a stage. Everything okay here? Just checking.
Just taking up the...
The Tarzan stage can be a little challenging, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. It will be challenging. But like I said, we haven't given up on a podium yet, so we're gonna fight for it.
Tyres, obviously the tyre choice. You talked yesterday about maybe not having enough soft compounds this morning. Have you had to compromise on that?
I might have to compromise for the last loop. So yeah, we will see.
We will see.
Maybe I get some tyres from the morning loop, which I can reuse.
Well, they are brand new. We've seen some used tyres on some of the cars. Certainly these two are brand new. Were they brand new on the other side?
Yeah, brand new as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's 4. Would that be hards? I don't know. Are they? No. Are they hards?
Oh, no.
No, softs. Yeah. So maybe use softs this afternoon. Let's see what happens out there. We do get the information from Hankook. We don't get it until the last of the Rally 1 cars has left the service park, because that would be unfair, giving a little bit of information. Why are you looking at me like that, Martin?
I don't have the information yet.
No, I think we might have it. I just haven't checked. I've been too busy talking to lovely people like you.
I have it.
You have it all? Ah, very good, very good, very good. Alistair's got it. Alistair, go on then. Give us the information, Alistair. Big Al's with us again, as always.
We have, these boys, first of all, have, where's Thierry? 4 softs.
Yeah.
And 2 hards.
Yeah.
So they've gone as conservative. They've got 2 spares in the back, because it's the Acropolis, you never know. Ogier, on the other hand, has 5 softs, and that's it.
That surprises me. What does that say? What does that say, Alistair, about what Ogier's plans are today? We're coming to say hello to you in a minute, young man. What does that tell you?
He's going aggressive. He wants.
Why though? Why is he going aggressive?
Even I'm not sure about that. Maybe
I'll tell you, because he's not after the win, because he cannot catch, clearly, unless obviously Tanak has problems. What he is after is Sunday points. Why is he after Sunday points?
I don't. Is it because he's planning something long term? Is it? Maybe.
I'm telling you, that to me says he's still got one eye on this championship. 5 softs for Ogier, Thierry. That's remarkable. Just 5, 1 spare. He's still got an eye on the championship, hasn't he?
I don't know, but he has nothing to lose. I mean, he's other than maybe some points and then his bonus. He has nothing. He has not much to lose.
That's very true. That is one way of looking at it. He's got nothing to lose. Yep, very true. But Sunday points, I think he's got an eye on that. He was almost maximising the Sunday points potential. Now, I'll get your tracker up again, and we'll see where our other boys and girls are. Do you know what seems to throw me on the road sections with Josh McElrain? He doesn't have his no-necks on when he's coming up the roads. He has a T-shirt on. He had a T-shirt on this morning, and it just confused me. But he's got changed at the side of the road. You missed that one. Morning, Josh. That's something you do, isn't it? Just to keep yourself feeling fresh and ready for it.
Yeah, us Irish aren't used to this heat, so no, it's nice and cool this morning.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another new day. Hopefully everything's okay and we can find some sort of rhythm.
Now, we'll let that guy head off. I was in the M Sport service area yesterday talking to 1 or 2 senior members of the team, and they were referring to you as Joshua. Who calls you Joshua? Is it Josh or Joshua? Which do you prefer?
Josh.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It was
It's very posh, do you not think?
It's terribly posh. It's terribly, terribly posh. It's a lot. Do you? It's posh, but it's classy and it's stylish.
Yeah. Well, maybe, yeah.
And Josh also is kind of slightly public school, isn't it? But nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Where's the name come from? Any ideas? Have you spoken to your parents about it?
It comes from a rally driver, I actually think. There was some Joshua back in a 205 or something.
There's a question for our help us out, Alistair. Is Joshua in a 205?
My dad. But I will ask him again.
Good. Yeah, totally. It's like Chris Meek with a K, isn't it? Yeah. Chris Christopherson. He wasn't supposed to be a rally driver. He was supposed to be a singer, Chris Meek. You've heard him sing. I have. Generally on a Sunday night after a few beers. He's a very bad singer, I'll tell you. We'll find out. Joshua, 205. It'll be Irish rallying, I'm sure. So there we are. What a sight. It's a lovely sight, isn't it? I do love this. We're on a mountain road, in this wonderful, wonderful ancient land. We've come back down the road, and look who we have found. We have found a duo of Yaris's, Elvin Evans. Interestingly, we talked earlier, Ogier's gone with 5 softs, 4 softs and 1 hard for Elvin. Again, it shows intent there after these Sunday points. Is it a bit of a gamble, knowing how rough it's been, seeing how many punctures certain drivers have picked up? Well, it's a gamble worth taking, quite clearly. This is where the championship is beginning to heat up. Elvin Evans doing a fabulous job through Portugal, through Sardinia, here through Greece as well. First on the road and still picking up good points. He's going for it today, that is for sure. So the 4 softs and 1 hard on the first loop, yep, should be okay. Brand new stage. So we don't have that build-up of wear that we've seen on some of the stages that are used regularly. There is this cumulative effect. Okay, some of them they repair, but you've still got that bedrock that's swept clean. Maybe not so bad on this first one. We hear it's twisty though, so there you'll obviously get the benefit in the twisty, tighter sections from those soft compound tyres. Elvin, this is an important morning. It's a really important morning. We've talked about Robin Pera maybe beginning to drop back from that fight for the championship lead for sure. Thierry Neuville, with the results he's had, dropping back from that fight. But Elvin Evans still absolutely leading the way. Scotty, I think that's quite a ballsy strategy with the 4 tyres on the car, obviously, but only 1 in the boot this morning. Shows what your intentions are.
Yeah, here, look at it. Sundays, there's a lot of points available, so maybe that's the chance to be brave. We've got so far without a puncture this weekend, so I'm hoping we continue like that. So.
This first one, brand new, brand spanking new, and busy as busy can be in there.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Sunday, to be honest. It's the 2 big long stages. This one, like you said, super twisty, new for everyone. Quite a fresh surface, so we'll see how much it cuts up or not. And Tarzan, we know it's fairly brutal. So yeah, for sure it doesn't feel like Sunday stages.
How does Elvin normally go on brand new stages? It's generally it's about notes, and we know you make some of the best notes out there, most detailed notes out there. New stages suit him?
I think everyone's making good notes. It's what they do. So, yeah, no, like we pretty happy that we can be up there with everybody, you know. So, but you just never know. There's always them ones that catch you out. So you have to be really alert on new stages. That's for sure.
Good luck out there today. We always appreciate your time, Scotty. I know you're busy at this time in the morning. We will leave Elvin to it. Look, he's in the zone. He's in the zone. He's doing the balancing exercises. There was a bit, if you watch that video yesterday, there's a bit of me doing a bit of that. That's nothing to do with balancing exercises. It's to do with having my ankles eaten by the mosquitoes and getting, but I can do it quite well. I'm quite pleased with that. Look, I could stand and do that all day. Not quite. Anyway, what nonsense. What absolute nonsense. Seb, I'm going to leave these boys to it again this morning. We're now at, it's been lovely this weekend. Long road sections, relaxed drivers. We've had plenty of time to discuss things with the drivers, but this is where the business end of the rally really is. The Sunday, the overall points, the overall finish, those Sundays, Super Sunday. I hate that term, but I'm going to use it because everyone else uses it. Super Sunday points. Every day is a super day here. It's a Super Thursday, a Super Friday, a Super Saturday, and yeah, a super-ish Sunday. There's the task. So it's a used spare tyre. He's got a passenger. He's got a little passenger in there, a little bit of extra weight, Vinny. You want to move him? Yeah, you actually want to move that, because what you don't want is that little beast appearing. He's just dropped into the well of the tyre. And when he was driving? No. In the stage, right? Wow. It is potentially distracting. They don't bite, they don't sting, but can you imagine, as you're concentrating, fully focused into these stages, and that appears in front of your face? It has the possibility. We've seen drivers getting distracted and going off before. As I say, we'll leave Vinny Levin, our favourite Vinny. He really is. And it could become our favourite wine. You've got to go for it. You really do. It'd be lovely to see a proper Vinny Levin. Good morning, Vinny. Are you well?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna try it after this career. Maybe I should start a new one. Yeah. But I don't know really much about wine. So.
What's your favourite? Do you drink wine at all? A lot of drivers, co-drivers, don't drink any wine. Do you occasionally have your Frenchman? You must have the odd little glass of wine.
Yeah, I used to drink a bit of red wine, like the Bourgogne wines, which is the sweet, I guess, or the less strong, I would say.
Your driver is a bit of a wine aficionado.
He knows better than me.
He knows. And we're going to leave him to it. Good luck today, Seb. Let's leave him to it. He's watching those onboards. Good luck, Vinny. Tanak's up there. Where's he gone? Let's have a word with our Rally 2 leader before we head off to get White Tanak. A remarkable performance so far, Oliver. I genuinely think one of your very best. It gets better and better rally by rally.
I don't know, but I do my best every rally, and so far this year it's been great. So yeah.
I can't think of a better performance than the first 2 days here off the top of my head.
No, it's been very good, to be honest. So just try to do it again.
Absolutely. Listen, it's not all about pace, and this is what young Solberg has found over the years. It is about craft, and that's where he might have been faster in places, he might have been more spectacular, but it is the combination of speed, of patience, and of craft, and he's shown it in absolute abundance this weekend, and fingers crossed. It is a long day, don't forget, not far short of Friday and Saturday's totals, 100 kilometres today, 4 stages, brand new one to start the day. Let's see if we can go and find our rally leader. Oh, are they having a little chat? What is this? They're watching, are they discussing? What are they talking about? Scotty, you got an insight?
Just saying that it looks like 4 minutes was a good decision.
They've gone 4 minutes?
Yeah, well, we started with 4 minutes from Parc Fermé, but it looks like it's needed.
Yeah, the dust is still hanging. There is no breeze. Here's the thing, guys. There's no breeze. It's a little cooler this morning. The air feels a little heavy, though. And when that situation arises without any breeze, and if you don't go that way, but look down this way, it's a wooded hillside. It's twisty. Twisty is where the dust is really thrown up. It hangs between the trees. There's no breeze to dissipate, to move that dust off the stages. So 4 minutes, even these boys later on in the stage, 4 minutes might still present a few problems to them. So, what an interesting start to the final day. We're going to go and try and find our rally leader, Oyt Tanak. I'm not going to get a word with him, which isn't unusual, but we'll see if we can go and find him, see how he's looking this morning. Well, here we go. Oyt Tanak, Martin Järveoja. 2 fabulous days. Yesterday was one of the best days we've seen from Tanak for a while. Don't forget they changed the transmission. It suited him better. He found a confidence in the car, and he just streaked away from everyone else. But 6 stages, we keep saying it. 6 stages? No, 4 stages to go. 100 kilometres to go. Bit of dust we're hearing hanging in that stage as well, so that could be interesting. 4-minute gaps though, 4-minute gaps, which absolutely needed out there this morning. The sun just coming over the top of these trees, reflecting off that gold roof. The gold roof looks good, but more than looking good, serves a purpose. Keeps a little bit of the heat from soaking into the car. It's still hot. Good morning, Martin. Good morning. Well, the silver boots have stayed. Look, the foil stayed on the silver boots. Just doing anything. We saw, I think, Oliver Solberg going with really lightweight. He called them Formula One boots, Elliot, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise. I thought racing boots were racing boots, but for different formulas, they have different types of boots. Big day ahead for Hoyt and Martin. Big day ahead. Big day. This could be quite a defining weekend. What's he going to do, though? I think he's going to I don't think he's going to do anything different from what he's done all weekend. You know, Sunday points, really, really important. And if you look back at the times so far this weekend, very much Tanak, you would say, is the favourite for the Sunday points, but he doesn't want to take any chances out there. Yeah, it's now this is it's another Järveoja. How do we say the surname?
Järveoja.
Well, I'm nearly there. Now, is it right? Because you're related, aren't you, the two of you?
Yeah, we're cousins.
We're cousins. I thought you were his uncle. That's why I keep calling you Uncle Ken.
I'm Uncle Ken.
Someone told me about 4 years ago you were his uncle, so that's why you look at me in a strange way when I call you Uncle Ken. Now I understand why. Ken, you've been a very successful co-driver yourself. Remind me who your last driver was you were co-driving with.
Roland Pohm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still doing a little bit?
No, he's not driving.
No, but do you still do a little bit of co-driving, or?
No. Not so much, I would say.
You're now filmmaking.
Yeah, I'm making more films now.
He makes very good films as well. Have you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's my name, but I'm not doing not so much on YouTube.
Okay. Where'd you do them?
I do like Instagram and TikTok.
Okay. Ken Järveoja. Ken Järveoja. I will continue to call him Uncle Ken, but it's cousin Ken. I can't really change after 5 or 6 years, can I? I can't really change. So there we go. We'll leave these boys to it again Sunday morning. There's so much going on out there this morning. Such an important day, not just for this rally, but for the championship. There's the man who is very much on form. It is the warrior. It is Hoyt Tanak. And the cool, calm, always level Martin Järveoja. That's exactly what you want from a co-driver, isn't it? Fabulous stuff. What a team. What a team. The car working well. The co-driver, brilliant as always. And the driver rediscovering that brilliance that we saw last time many, many years ago. 2019, I suspect, was when we last saw him as consistently quick as he is just now. Tell you what, before we go, let's grab a quick word with our friends, Gus Greensmith and Jonas Anderson. Oh, Gus, just very quickly, you're watching. 4-minute gaps for these boys. What are your gaps today?
3.
3-minute gaps. We're hearing that it's needed out there. It is pretty dusty.
Yeah, there's a little bit hanging, but not too much at the moment, so I think we should be all right. But if we had the original gaps from the weekend, it would be a very, very tricky stage.
What a fight between you and Kaito. You've got a 10-second gap going into the last 100 kilometres. This season is, it's hotting up rather nicely. What's the approach today?
We've got to manage the tyres in the morning because we've struggled with tyre wear all rally. So we have to just get through this morning with not brilliant tyres compared to everyone else. And then, we can put the new ones on. So, this morning make the maximum we can. And then this afternoon, then we can bolt on some new ones and hopefully pull away.
It's been a good weekend for you. And as I say, in terms of the championship, yes, Oliver Solberg is proving to be a difficult man to beat. But Gus keeping him very, very honest if he can hold on to this second place, which I'm sure he can. So, folks, last day of the Acropolis Rally of Greece. This crew here is the one to watch. We've had drama. We've had stories to tell. We've seen enormous jeopardy on every stage practically of this rally, certainly through the opening 2 days. Are there more stories to tell out here today? I'm certain there will be. But I have a feeling in the land of the gods, the re-emergence of a rally god is upon us.